Hey everyone, it's Byron again to testify for Jesus Christ. Today I went down to Birmingham, Alabama for knee shots. And while I was down there, I ended up talking with two ladies and we shared some information between ourselves. And we were so happy and thrilled that we were together. And the reason was, I kind of described it in one word: the sheep are scattered. And this one lady began to say she was moving to another city because God was moving her. And I commented, he's doing that with a lot of people, and that he had done it with me and moved me back, and kind of celebrating and rejoicing. And it's true. I'm going to put some scriptures up about the scattered sheep. But over the course of time, in this particular world that we've grown up in, various things have occurred to scatter the sheep. And one thing, if you just were to think about it, there should be one church of Jesus Christ. But in the city that I'm in, there's so many different churches with so many different beliefs. None of them will be so bold as to come out and say Jesus Christ is not the Son of God. But on many various different points, they have walls built between them. Walls between how to live your life, walls between how to do this and how to do that. And there's one Bible, there's one God, there's one Spirit. And it shouldn't be that way. But we've been scattered by the false teachings of various different denominations. But the Lord has shown me he's going to bring us together. Unfortunately, one of the things it's going to take to break down some of these walls and some of these beliefs is tribulation. There's some beliefs that people have that can only be broken down and restarted through tribulation. So in one respect, we can say we're going to go through some tough times ahead, and some people don't want to hear that. However, it's very possible the very people that don't want to hear it may need it the most to break down the beliefs they have that are causing these divisions. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. So I'm not going to keep this that long. I'm going to probably give an example or two here of what I've seen from the Lord. One was that persecution would bring us together, and it brought us together so tight. We were in a huge clump. I saw a cattle stampede coming. The cattle stampede, the big herd of cattle, had to go around the Christians who had become so close knit and so tight in a group. The cows had to detour in their wild stampede. And then I've shown how the Lord is going to establish learning areas for people who may be carried away with different winds of doctrine. After the tribulation that's coming breaks those people's walls down, they'll become teachable, and they'll be able to be taught correctly the truth of the gospel of Jesus Christ. And I just want to say this. I know this hurts. The gospel of Jesus Christ in the Bible never once says that Jesus Christ is coming before the tribulation of those days. As a matter of fact, to the church of Thyatira, Jesus Christ tells them, those that commit adultery with the false teachers. This is at Jezebel. I talk about Jezebel being a false teacher. But Jesus says those that commit adultery with that false teaching system, those false teachers, he will put them into great tribulation. And I would say that if you look at the scriptures in the Bible that talk about how people will heap to themselves teachers having itching ears, and they'll want to hear things that they long for, they lust for, very possible the only thing that's going to break people down is physical tribulation. So I look forward to it myself. The Lord has instilled in me that this is not going to be a horrible thing. He's instilled in me that, Byron, in order to get this church together, they're going to have to go through some tough times. And it's true. So anyway, be encouraged. The Lord's got his hands on everything. Tribulation is coming. Unfortunately, we've each heaped into ourselves teachers. That's going to be broken down. The other thing I saw one time from the Lord was where a false teacher had some people, he was holding them prisoner. And I saw an iron skillet that had been heating up, and I saw a spatula dipping leaven or dipping the stuff out of the skillet that looked like gravy rising up. So he's going to break these things down. It's going to be very uncomfortable. However, the end result will not be uncomfortable. The end result will be a thankful thanksgiving, because we will, when you are a child of a loving Father and he does something that brings you to the point you need to be at in order to be taught, that's a good thing. So I'm going to let you go. Bye.